Hi everybody, Michelle here. You've landed on my channel, Starlight Skies Tarot. And today's read will be for our lovely Geminis. Welcome Gemini. If you're new here, consider liking, subscribing, and you are in with the clan, with the tribe. And to keep updated, be sure you check out the community and the posts. Sometimes I post specials over there or go information or just encouragement. Sometimes I like to give different spreads for you to try. If you're a tarot practitioner yourself, you want to just have fun with the seasonals, like I'll be digging up some March reads and putting them on my community section, so feel free to use for your own personal reads. I will be incorporating some of them in my reads for March, and today I have picked for the overall March theme for my zodiac signs, the horseshoe, following along in the theme March luck. The Irish luck, pot of gold, folding into that theme really. And we have a lot coming up in March. We have 2 eclipses. Eclipses are about change. A lunar, sun. We'll read a little more up on history on things that were happening when those 2 combos were together. Maybe we'll get a little insight what to expect. We do have Venus retrograde, Mercury retrograde. So yeah, March is kind of an intense season, but we over here are going to lean into luck and see what's going on for you in March. So let's see. What do we have for Gemini? What's the current? Some of you are either going to give an offer or receive an offer. This is stable offer. This is more than just words. There's going to be actions, plans. You'll know if this is your story, if you are the giver or the receiver as we proceed. But I'm going to take it from your viewpoint that you're going to be getting an offer of some sorts. Has to do with money. It can do with relationships, because a family is tied to Pentacles. This is slow going. This isn't something that bam shows up overnight. This is something that's been happening behind the scenes for a while, Gemini. So let's see what your next step is in this receiving this offer. I hope today has found you well. It's kind of a cold day here where I'm at. Looking forward to next week where it hits the 75. I'm ready for spring. I'm ready for gardening. Yes. So your next step would be, you got the Death card. So to me this means letting go of things that, this can mean habits, daily habits, mindset, anything that's holding you back. It can be your circle. It can be just anything that snags you into a lesser version of you or low vibe. So you need to work, to me, that it can be rebirth. Something has to go for the new to come. That's pretty much energetic 101. Easier said than done, though, because sometimes we get in a loop and we don't even know we're in a loop. That's why it's good to get into good sound teachings. Simple. It doesn't have to be Latin classes. Basically heart chakra stuff. All your chakras are important. So if you can do some chakra work, that in itself is going to really help guide you to possible shadow and what you need to release in your own, so you can be in the flow of life, to be ready for these solid offers coming. Because if you get something good and you don't have good habits, good mindset, if you still are in shadow thinking it won't happen for you, you're not good enough, anything like that, no, none of us are perfect. But if you're totally oblivious and not addressing it, sometimes we heal our more, another layer of healing would be to do it in a relationship. That's the next tier. And that's what I see for you, Gemini. Some healing you have to go through and, like this death card, figure out how is that in regards to you, because I guarantee you the common denominator is you in all of it. So, and we can't change other people. You have to figure out why you're attracted to people like this. Could be a mommy-daddy issue. And I don't mean that derogatory at all. I've got my own shadow I deal with, so I totally understand and get it, how that surfaces out in other ways. So you might want to take a look at that. Mother-father wound, attachment style. Are you someone who gets anxious? Are you clingy? Are you someone that pushes somebody away if you get too close? And it causes fear because of your earlier upbringing. So diving deep into self is key. But it's also being your own man or woman. You know, using your own intuition, using your own experiences and your moral compass. You don't have to go around with a crowd. Be true to yourself. You'll be a lot happier in your life. So the next step is to release, make peace with it, and so better things can happen. So possible obstacles for this not happening would be King of Cups. By not sharing your emotions. If you're someone who gets, like I just said, fearful, closed off, if you're not, this guy, he's open about love. He takes risks. He's not afraid of love. Heartbreak is definitely part of the game in some instances, and but this guy, he'd rather take a chance and go for it and think, really grow in love. But I think that can block some of you, Gemini. Some of you, that could be a shadow side of Gemini, is duality, right? You guys want something, but you fear it at the same time. But if you love somebody, let them know. What's the worst thing they can say? Then you'll know. I'd rather know and hope, but not foolish hope. If someone's made it really clear, that they're not compatible with you, or you're not wanting the same things, or they don't feel the same about you, then no, you shouldn't wait on people. You should pour that love back into yourself. Be open to love. Be grateful for love. And I truly believe everybody has somebody. I do. And they're all different kinds of love. Romantic love, family love, volunteering, helping humanity, helping the earth, planet, animals, whatever tickles your fancy. So we don't always have to. I think when you're not looking for it and you become love, then that's when you attract what's yours. So your strengths are going to be, you're very successful in the money realm. That's your strength. That's your resources. That you're in a good financial position to provide stability in relationships. Male or female, take it where it fits. Switch roles. But don't make this force fit to you. It just means it's not your read. You might find yourself in your other placements in my other reads. Sometimes there might be a nugget there. That's why I try to keep these short, so you can do that. Very successful money, wanting to build family, but you got to open up to it. You got to not to be afraid. Be honest of it. I'm afraid of this. And I've been listening to Getting the Love You Want. I've been featured that in my subscription option on Facebook for my community, and I've learned a lot about how really one woman wanted her husband to sleep in a bed with her, and her husband didn't want to do it, and the psychiatrist had him list different things, on a scale on where their fear lied, because that's all that is fear. Intimacy. I can relate to the bed thing, because after being alone for so, not sleeping in the bed, even when I was married, I didn't want to sleep in the bed. I just didn't. I felt claustrophobic. Now, I don't know how deep that goes, but I think that's part of intimacy, would be. But it's also because I wasn't around very good people either. So I poured my love back into myself. But it really was interesting how both the man and the woman basically had the same fear. She had the fear of being abandoned and alone. Her husband don't, want to be in the room with her. But he had a fear too. He had a fear of intimacy, closeness. So they both had a fear that repelled each other, but eventually they worked on it. They helped him work on small goals, maybe addressing it elsewhere in life where that just came together naturally. Maybe took the pressure off the other person to perform it for the other person. Maybe it opened their eyes for, I need to respect my partner. It's not about me. It's a true, legit fear, and it's up to you if you want to work on it with somebody. But yeah, everybody comes with something. Nobody comes with nothing. And like I said, some of the next tier level would be, can you do it in a relationship? Have you done it on yourself? And if something crashes and burns, then I hope you don't look at it as a complete failure, because there is strength in walking away. There is strength in putting love back on yourself. And I guarantee you're going to find a lesson in there somewhere. Maybe you were naive. Maybe you overgave. Maybe you put too much on this other person. Maybe you wasn't catching the red flags. Maybe you get this person, what is that, limerick, where you have an ideal version of them, but that's not who they are. So it could be any of those guys. We've all experienced it, especially trauma people. Trauma people are really good about living in their head, because that's a form of dissociation. That's something I've had to work on, and I've had to do different practices to anchor me back into my body because of that. Because when you're in trauma, you're out, you check out, or else the mind couldn't handle it. That's why a lot of trauma people, they have blackouts. They don't remember it. So, and trauma stored in the body too. Scientists, there's data to back it up. Google is your friend. Not being a smartass, but everything I'm saying, I want you to research it yourself. Maybe you can teach me. I don't know everything, but I sure like to learn. And you never know what makes its way in there and you retain. I used to have one of my friends going, and she was valedictorian. She's like, well, how do you know all this shit? I said, I just read a lot, and I just pick up different nuggets here and there. No, I don't know everything, but I retain what resonates with me, and I use it for good. So it doesn't have to be book smart. It could be spiritually smart. It could be emotionally smart, intelligence. We're seeing a lot of low vibe on the planet right now, a lot of division. I'm not going too far in the political. I don't want to look at it like that. I'm struggling with it myself. But I know how one can get lost in that, and it can rob you of your joy. Yes, support what you believe, practice what you believe, but at the same time, be kind and do good. The golden rule, right? Do unto others as you have them do unto you. I think that applies for every humanity on here, right? I would hope you would want the best for everyone. I would hope you'd want that you would be a big enough person to want that. We should want every human on this planet to do well, to have a high vibration. Hell, I know the planet wants it. And no, we're not perfect, but at the same time, we are accountable for our own thoughts and actions and who we are. Who are you without the kids? Who are you without the political alliances? Who are you without the faith? Who are you without your home, your job? Who are you? Take all of that away and tell me who you are. That's who you really are. It's not the external. All right? So we're going to end on possible outcome for you, Gemini. You got the Ten of Swords in reverse, which tells me that you're getting over a betrayal. That's going to allow you to receive this offer. I'm getting giving and receiving. If you're masculine, you're probably going to be giving a offer to a feminine, because you got the King of Cups out here as an obstacle. That's what I'm getting, an intuitive hit. Now, if you're a female Gemini, this is the same thing, only you're not giving an offer, you're receiving it, and the same applies to you with your heart and, not having emotions and owning them and, getting over the fears and taking a chance and laying down past hurts, past betrayals. Okay, so that's what I got for you right there. Keep working on yourself, guys. I love you all. And this was a March overread. And thank you so much. Hit that thumbs up and subscribe. And I appreciate it. I love you all. Bye.